All right, here's a quick video. Haven't done this before. Maybe a lot of people know or don't know. We left to go basically around the planet yesterday, day before, and Sarah and I, we flew basically what it took 4 different flights from Vancouver to Bangkok. Ready with Bangkok for New Year's. That'd be pretty crazy. And then not much to report, but you're not gonna believe this one. I gotta share this shit. So we flew over, and one thing if I could share with everybody would be to definitely do not fly into China. Just don't fly into China, man. If you're gonna go around the globe for a bit, hit Southeast Asia, wherever, avoid China. That place is, I'm just gonna say it flat out, the place is a dump. And the people are, we ended up some shitty little airport way inland China. I've never flown inland China like that before. It was a real weird feeling, man. You know, like, we're getting in there, everything's cool, but you got to go through all this backwards security shit, and they make you fill these forms, and you go through security after security, and the place is so far behind, it's ridiculous. Like, they're behind in modern technology. They're looking at you like you look like a bit of a freak. Obviously, we're probably 2 out of 6.5 white people total in this whole place. That you look out the window, the air was absolutely mind-boggling, disgusting. Like, you could not see the mountain that would look like, I'd guess maybe 12 miles away. Couldn't see it, just see a slight outline. The sun was fogged out like there's forest fires. Everybody's just hacking everywhere. And I think respiratory problems inland there, this particular city, town, whatever it was obviously predominant. And it's funny when you walk into that airport, you know, you walk into the airport at home in Vancouver, British Columbia, you're going to see big, huge walls covered in videos of the ocean, killer whales, seals, grizzly bears, mountains, snow skiing, you know, fun, happy stuff to greet you. And we're standing there feeling a little slightly uneasy, but here's the only thing you see is a big wall video on a wall playing with, it's just flipping through, showing attack dogs jumping through flaming rings, showing guys with machine guns over the place, and the next video shows 16 lines of women with big shanks screaming, yeah, yeah, and pretending to stab people, and they're basically showing you that they can kill anybody and they are not to be messed with. That's your greeting when you get off the plane. So unfortunately, you got to get off the plane there, go through all the hoops, and get back on the plane. It was unbelievable, but it was kind of weird though. You let your mind play games, you're tired, just like, this would be really shitty if all of a sudden somebody decided to keep you here. Because if somebody decided to keep you there, which some of these countries have in the past, especially there now, because their economy has taken a complete slaughtering by the West, which, well, obviously that's where we're from. And I was talking to some American friends of mine last year who said that some abductions were on the rise and a bit of chaos in that country towards Westerners. But anyway, you start feeling a little weird when you start picturing the worst. But we got out of there and finally carried on our way. We arrived here, I think it was like I'm so tired right now, it's stupid, but we arrived, I don't know what time we got here, 1:45 or something, 1:30 in the morning. But get this one. It's the first time I've ever had this kind of adrenaline in my life on a plane. So everybody's hacking and coughing. These rude bastards are all over the place. This one guy was going like full-on hawking loogies. On another flight, we could hear him going like this, not covering his mouth, hawking it into something, put it in his pocket. It was the most disgusting frickin' sound ever. Oh no, we heard him on another plane. Switch the planes, get on the plane. Mr. Hawkaloogie is right frickin' behind us. Oh my God. So people hacking and coughing all over the place, not covering their mouths. It's just disgusting. You're not touching nothing. You're just like, please God, don't get sick. But picture this. So we're landing, and you know when the plane puts on the brakes, you know, and there's all that kind of shaking and shimmering, and you know, the engines are dropping down in RPM, and the big roar, and the lights are kind of flickering, and the cabin lights aren't on yet, and all of a sudden, about 7 or 8 men, all basically wearing dark clothing. One guy's a black toucan, black ski jacket, black sweatshirts, dark clothes, just regular dark dudes. And the ones that I noticed, 3 or 4, looked like they were strong Somali descendant, or, you know, Somali nationals. Their features usually stand out pretty good. And a few other ones look like they're Sri Lankan or Indian. And all of a sudden, the plane still got the brakes on, and 6 or 7 or 8 of these guys are all half jogging, running towards the cabin from back behind us. And we're sitting at the emergency exit doors. And I'll tell you what, if you got any half of a conscience on you, you're half alive, and you see that on a plane. I mean, you know, let's face it, when you're flying in North America, if you even take your seatbelt off before it docks, somebody's pouncing on you and giving you shit, right? Just for taking your seatbelt off before the plane starts. But when you glance over and you see all these guys basically half running up towards the cabin, your adrenaline goes whammo. It was a really, really weird sight and a really weird sensation to feel that kind of adrenaline. And I'm sitting on the aisle seat, so I'm like, okay, holy shit. And I'm listening, you know, you're on alert, waiting to hear some kind of yelling or screaming come from up front. I'm looking at the latch on the emergency exit doors right beside us. I'm like, okay, I got this. If the shit flies or whatever, you know. And then, but all it was is just a bunch of rude ass bastards who actually, it's almost looked like it was mainstream move. They get up and start running towards the front door to get in the line up to get off the plane first. What a bunch of dipshits. And then, and the pushing and the shoving and the rudeness to get off the plane from regular travelers from Asia, from China. It was pretty weird. It was pretty weird to see. You know, I'm trying to tell this one Asian woman, she's basically got her elbow in my back and starts back getting off the plane. And I finally had to let loose and say something to one of them a little bit. But anyways, other than that, that's all I got to report. And of course, I've got, I'm going to share some stories. I got some of these caves I'm going to go explore soon in the jungles. And I'm going to seek out and speak to some elders in some of these rural communities in Asia and see if they have reports on upright hairy beings running around their jungles, which I'm quite certain is going to be a familiar tale. And as well, I'm actually going to see what the goop is on missing people around there too, if there just happens to be possibly any, and maybe drop some insights of David Plides. And yeah, I got lots I'm going to share as we go, as long as I can get a strong enough connection and report back to everyone. Anyways, that's it for now. What the hell? I'm going to make a video and share with everybody what we're doing, and a few heads up and pointers if you're about to go traveling around the planet this winter. So there you go. I'll be back with some more. Hope everybody had a good Christmas and can have a safe and happy New Year.